हेलो हाँ एंड वेलकम बैक टू द वीडियो सीरीज लेक्चर। इस वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं क्वालिटी मैनेजमेंट फिलोसॉफीज और उसमें पहला टॉपिक जो है डॉक्टर डब्ल्यू एडवर्ड डेमिंग्स का 14 पॉइंट्स ऑफ मैनेजमेंट फिलोसॉफी हम पढ़ने वाले हैं। सो डॉक्टर डब्ल्यू एडवर्ड डेमिंग 1900 से लेके 1993 तक उनका एक एरा था और उनको फादर ऑफ मॉडर्न क्वालिटी कहा जाता है। Dr. Deming preached that to achieve the highest level of performance requires more than a good philosophy. The organization must change its behavior and adopt new ways of doing business. So, Deming's approach were amply summed up in his 14 famous points. Point number one: create constancy of purpose towards improvement of the product, services, so as to become competitive, stay in business, and provide jobs. Then second is adopt the new philosophy. So number one, consistency is important. If you're not consistent and if you're not consistently doing the business, then the business won't run continuously, right? So consistency बहुत important है हमारे लिए, और ये जो consistency है उसको डेवलप करने के लिए हमें रेगुलरली इम्प्रूवमेंट की ज़रूरत है हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स में, हमारे सर्विसेज में, सो दैट हम कॉम्पिटिटिव रहेंगे। बिजनेस में ही भी हम कंटिन्यूसली प्रोग्रेस करते रहेंगे और हम इसी तरीके से अगर ग्रो करेंगे तो हम जॉब्स भी प्रोवाइड कर पाएंगे। सो क्रिएट कंसिस्टेंसी ऑफ पर्पस टुवर्ड्स इम्प्रूवमेंट ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट एंड सर्विसेज so as to become competitive, stay in business and provide jobs. Adopt the new philosophy. We are in new economic age. We no longer need to live with the commonly accepted levels of delay, mistake, defective materials and defective workmanship. We need to adopt the new philosophy. Now it can be according to the new economic age and it can be according to the new technological age, vice versa. So you need to accept and adopt the new philosophy. Then cease dependence on mass inspection. हमारा जो मास इंस्पेक्शन है उस पर डिपेंडेंस रहे और रिक्वायर रहे इंस्टेड स्टैटिस्टिकल एविडेंस दैट इज क्वालिटी इज बिल्ट इन। ठीक है, हमारा जो डिपेंडेंसी है वो रिक्वायर्ड है, लेकिन इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस मास इंस्पेक्शन हम स्टैटिस्टिकल एविडेंस पे ज़्यादा ध्यान दें और हमारा जो क्वालिटी है वो बिल्डअप करें। Then fourth point is improve the quality of incoming materials and the practice of avoiding business on the basis of price alone. Instead, depend on meaningful measures of quality along with price. So हमारा जो quality है incoming materials का वो बढ़ना चाहिए, improve होते रहना चाहिए। ठीक है, and we need to end the practice of avoiding business on the basis of price alone. प्राइस के ऊपर हमारा जो बिजनेस है वो डिपेंड ना रहे, उस पर हम अवॉर्ड ना दें। इंस्टेड डिपेंड ऑन मीनिंगफुल मेजर ऑफ क्वालिटी अलॉन्ग विद प्राइस। हमारा जो मीनिंगफुल मेजर है प्राइस क्वालिटी का वो डेवलप करते रहे, ना कि सिर्फ हम प्राइस पर ध्यान दें। देन फाइंड द प्रॉब्लम्स, कॉन्स्टेंटली improve the system of production and services. There should be continual reduction of waste and continual improvement of quality in every activity so as to yield a continual rise in productivity and a decrease in cost. So we need to find the problem and constantly improve the solution and constantly improve the production and services. There should be continual reduction of waste, continual improvement of quality in every activity so as to yield a continual rise in productivity and decrease in cost. Then, sixth point is institute modern methods of training and education for all. Modern methods of on-the-job training use control charts to determine whether a worker has been properly trained and is able to perform the job correctly. Statistical method must be used to discover when training is complete. The statistical method should be used. So institute modern methods. We need to undertake, adapt modern methods of training and educate to each and everyone, employees, non-employees, right? Modern method of on-job training, which uses control charts, and we need to determine whether a worker has been properly trained and is able to perform the job correctly. Then statistical methods must be used to discover when training is complete. Then institute modern methods of supervision, emphasize of production. Supervisors must be to help people to do a better job. Improvement of quality will automatically improve productivity. So we need to institute modern methods of supervision as well. So when you talk about modern methods of training, modern methods of supervision is also important because these are inverse relationship, right? So when there is a training, there is a supervision. So training is important, and after training and during training, supervision is also important. The emphasis of production supervisors must be to help people to do a better job. Improvement of quality will automatically improve productivity. So जैसे जैसे क्वालिटी बढ़ते जाएगा वैसे वैसे हमारा जो प्रोडक्टिविटी है वो बढ़ेगा। और ये क्वालिटी कैसे बढ़ेगा? अच्छे ट्रेनिंग से और अच्छे सुपरविजन से। Management must prepare to take immediate action on response from supervisors concerning problems such as inherited defects, lack of maintenance of machines, poor tools or fuzzy operational definition, etc. So these are the important points we need to concern when problems are occurs or inherits the defects, and lack of maintenance of machines are there, and poor tools or fuzzy operations are there. Then point number 8 is fear. Fear is a barrier to improvement. So drive out fear by encouraging effective two-way communication and other mechanism that will enable everybody to be a part of change and to belong to it. So we should not have fear. We need to work hard. We need to follow our works, and we need to cross the barriers. We need to improve our skills. We need to improve the technologies. We need to improve the effective means of communication, effective means of mechanisms, then enable everybody to be a part of change and to belong it. Fear can often be found at all levels in an organization. Fear of change, fear of the fact that it may be necessary to learn a better way of working, and fear that their position might be usurped, frequently affect middle and higher management. Whilst on the shop floor, workers can also fear the effect of change on their jobs. Then ninth point is break down barrier between department and staff areas. People in different areas such as research, design, sales, and administration. So we need to work like departments. We need to work in very different aspects. We need to work with organized way. So we need to break down the barriers between departments and staff areas, because when there is a barrier between two departments or interdepartmental barriers occurs or intradepartmental barriers occurs, then the workflow will slow down. Production must work in teams to tackle problems that may be encouraged to with products or services. Then eliminate the use of slogans, poster exhortation for the workforce demanding zero defects and new level of productivity without providing methods. Such exhortations only create adversarial relationships. Then eliminate the work standard that prescribe numerical quotas for the workforce and numerical goals for people in management, substitute aids and helpful leadership. So we need to follow all these things in a very standardized manner. Remove the barriers that rob hourly workers and people in management of their right to prior of workmanship. This implies abolition of the annual merit rating, appraisal of performance and management by object. Then point 13, institute a vigorous program of education and encourage self-improvement of everyone. What an organization needs is not just good people. It needs people that are improving with education. So we need to remove the barriers that rob our early workers and peoples in management. Then we need to have a vigorous program of education and encourage self-improvement for everyone. Last point, top management's permanent commitment to ever improving quality and productivity must be clearly defined and a management structure created that will continuously take actions to follow the preceding 13 points. So these are the Demings 14 points on management, and we need to take care of all these points in our next lecture. So total quality management Demings 14 points can be seen or noted down from here. So there are system of profound knowledge. So in our next video lecture, we'll talk about Demings on management, right? And will also take care of this K1, K2 knowledge about variations and all. And we'll also talk about our Demings on quality, and the rest of the lecture will be according to the syllabus. Till then, take care. Bye bye. See ya.